Hello, I'm Louis, and welcome to the last episode of DGCraft. In this episode, I'm gonna give you a final world tour, and then I'm also gonna show you some additions that I've done since the last episode. And then, of course, I'm also gonna talk about the new series that will come in the next Minecraft world that we are doing. In the last episode, I asked you guys if I should finish what I had started doing in this world, what I had started building, and it sounds like most of you just want me to move on and have a good start on the new server. But I actually had a little bit of time in between my exams before the new server was up and running, so I could not start building in that one. So I did some last additions on this world, and of course I want to show you guys just that. Now the village here is not one of them, sadly, so this will be left just like this. This is the first official Louis will. This is just sad, but I promise you guys that I will try and do a new and improved village in the next series that we do. One thing I did do since the last time, though, is naming all my animals, which was one of my goals before ending this series. And here we got Patrick the prison guard, who is watching out for the villagers who should have had a very beautiful village, but just ended up being prisoners for the rest of their lives. So yeah, quickly moving on from that. The same goes for this boat cat here, now called Bungo, and Steven Stunks, who will also just forever be in prison. um, Over here we got Swimming Pool Paul and Swimming Pool Pete, of course, now with a name tag as well, swimming here, enjoying life next to the barn. And the barn is one of the builds that I'm really proud of. I know it's simple, but it just turned out exactly as I wanted it to. Same goes for the tree and, well, the whole farm in general. I'm so proud of this adding, which is just looking so good. But speaking of looking good, mostly, of course, my base, which I built with Silrin, he needs to get all the credit for this build. I got some ideas, but I mean, he was mostly the one who built the whole base. I just added all the things around it. And I mean, it's just looking so cool. I'm gonna miss this place a lot, but I'm also looking forward to build my own base, like totally alone. Just me doing what I can do. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then especially this up here, if you remember episode 8, where I tried to get strong. And I did the workout video. That was really funny in my opinion. So I'm really gonna miss this place a lot. And down here we got Spartacat, my first cat, whom I just left in the desert. But he's now been returned home, looking into the storage room that I did, which I'm also really proud of. But what I'm not proud of is the beacon here. Apparently we miscalculated how big the beacon is. So it's both sticking through the floor upstairs and through the ceiling down here because it's just too big. that's that's quite unfortunate. It looks a little bit dumb sticking down like it does here, but I mean, oh well, it's a beacon. It's a flex. So I mean, maybe it's good that it isn't hidden away. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do another storage just like this because this was perfect. It has all the space I need and all the items sorted just like I like it. And looking around the base here, we got the elixir shop that Solren also helped me build. With Wanda the Witch in here. This helped me a lot when I had to beat the Wither, doing all the potions that I did that I never ended up using anyway. But I mean, it was a big help anyways. And we got Heinrich the Hellcat here with the customizable nether portals that we will also use in the next series. The idea of having the nether go through to the overworld, I just love that idea, and I think this looks so cool. Looking at this build, which is a replica of the first base I had in the series, you can really see how I've improved. I mean, going from this to that, and I know Silren did this mostly by himself, and it isn't really my build that much, but just looking around, seeing the barn and the farm and all the decorations that I've done, and especially the river that I decorated, you can see how I've just improved in building, and I'm so proud of all this, and I've really found my strength in building. And I'm gonna do a lot more of these kinds of videos with building lots of cool stuff. Same goes for the Oasis over here, which is just, well, I mean, we couldn't use this. It had no practical use, but it just looks so cool, and I love adding stuff like that, like this. And I'm gonna do a lot more of that in the new series as well. The last thing I did in this world was help Kat finish her base, because of course we needed to complete her first Minecraft base. You cannot leave your first base without it being complete. So as you can see, we finally made a bridge going over to the hotel's entrance before you had to fly to even get into the hotel. And we've also added a path going all the way from her front door and over to her sheep over here, the old sheep farm. So they are now free and all mixed in together. And as you can see, we finally made this look a lot more pretty. It looks so super cute now, compared to before where it was all just bland and filled with nothing. And over here you can also see that we did a little add-on to the ravine and the outdoor garden. So you can actually go out here now and it's more safe and secure. And you could go straight into her base from down here as well. And a final thing that Cat have done since the last time is adding this room here. Which is a bit random with a dispenser and stuff, but I mean, you can see here that when she is in creative mode, she is actually pretty good at decorating, compared to when she's not in creative. So in the next series, I will try and make sure that she has all the materials that she could ever need, so that she might build like this instead of building everything from stone. But yeah, Cat has improved just as me throughout this whole series, and I cannot wait to see what she will try and build in the next series. So I think I am now able to remove the signs. I did name all my animals. I did help Cat finish her base. And, well, I did not make the natural village, but I'm gonna do that in the next series. So I think throughout this whole series, in the end, I really have gotten better. So I think I successfully can remove the last sign of the goal wall as well. Now, speaking of the goal wall, I am gonna add this in the next series as well. So if you have any ideas or any challenges that I should complete in the next series, then make sure to put them in the comments down below, and then I will make sure to add them to the new wall of goals. As far as I can see, all the other players left the server a while ago, because, well, the new update certainly came a lot quicker than we had expected. But speaking of the others, Silren, DJ Blade, Thomas, Ivy, Simon, and Cat will all join me again in the next series, as well as a lot of new people, including Dragon Cat, who you might know from the Among Us live streams that I did, and also a new face on the channel, who is called Dr. Shadowless, who will aid me in my videos. And now I think it's time to officially announce the new series. It is called Warcraft, and the hope is that it will be an ongoing series with multiple seasons, just like Hermitcraft, just with smaller YouTubers like me and non-creators. So instead of doing a new series every time I start a new server, there's just gonna be new seasons where we start on the new season of Warcraft every time. So that is the plan right now, at least, and I'm super excited about this. Silren and DJ Blade have been working really hard on the new server, and it's gonna be super cool with a shopping district and other places where we can interact with each other, and I hope there's gonna be a lot of collaborations and interactions with all the other players on the server. I'm super hyped and just really excited to begin this new journey. And I really hope you guys are as well. Just talking about it, I'm shaking just from excitement. This is gonna be so good. And now a little bit of practical information about the new series. As you know, Caves and Cliffs Part 2 will come out already in half a year, and we're gonna restart the server once again as soon as that gets released. So the goal of the first season for me is not to build too much, but to get used to the new features, practice in getting good gear quicklier, and making useful farms. Of course, that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna build at all, because as you can see, I love building and doing decorational stuff and all that. That is my thing. I absolutely love it. So I'm just gonna try out some different styles and then make a much smaller practice build of the base that I am planning for season 1 when that comes. My plan is to make a castle, and this time it's not going to be that big. Again, it's just going to be a practice for when we actually start season 1. But then I'm going to do a huge castle with outer walls, and then Cat is actually going to live in my base and have her own house inside of my walls. And then the plan is to have Dr. Shadowless live nearby and then have a shared industrial area with him, so that we have lots of resources and we have plenty of time to just make a lot of fun and have a good time. Before this video ends, I will just add that I have one more exam to go, so I'm not gonna be able to record on the new server before the 23rd June at the earliest, and sadly the new server is already live, so I'm gonna be a little bit behind, and there's probably not gonna be any new episodes before maybe week 26 or something. But on the bright side, I got a live stream highlight coming out next week instead, and then I got all summer to play a lot of Minecraft and make a bunch of different funny videos and live streams. So the new update just came a little bit too early for me to be there from the beginning, but I then got a lot of time. Just a week from now, I'm gonna go crazy with all the new videos, and it's gonna be so freaking good. So I hope you enjoyed this last episode of DGCraft, and all in all, I really hope that you have enjoyed this series. If you did, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out the links in the description, where you'll also find the link to my Discord server. With all that out of the way, thank you so much for watching.